Welcome to another ESSSuper investment update. Geopolitical risk was again a major theme in September. Tensions in the Korean Peninsula escalated, but markets seemed to take these concerns in their stride. Global share markets moved higher, and global bonds and gold, traditional safe haven assets, traded lower over the month. The Australian economy continued on a path of steady growth, and GDP data released for the second quarter of 2017 was particularly strong. This was driven by positive contributions from consumer and government spending, plant and equipment investment, and net exports. The labour market also remains strong. Data released during September showed that more jobs are being created in Australia, and the labour participation rate continues to rise. In considering the path of interest rates in Australia, the Reserve Bank is required to weigh up a number of considerations. On the one hand, the labour market remains reasonably robust, but on the other hand, wage growth and inflation data have remained relatively weak, and global uncertainty remains. Taking these factors into account, the market has priced in a rise of slightly more than 0.5% over the next year. In spite of the solid economic data released during the month, the Australian share market was broadly flat in September. Strong performance in the energy and healthcare sectors was offset by losses in the telecoms and utilities sectors. Commodity market weakness was also a headwind for the Australian market. In particular, iron ore came under pressure on the back of concerns around Chinese steel demand. Looking more broadly, global shares performed strongly over the month, driven by gains in Europe and Japan. The US share market also continues to test all-time highs. It was supported by positive economic data and the prospect of President Trump's tax package succeeding. Investors expect lower corporate taxes to translate to higher profits for American companies. Turning now to the performance of ESSSuper's MIC options during September in the blue columns and over the last year in the orange columns. Given the strength in global share markets, those options with a higher share allocation have performed more strongly over the month. It has been a similar case over the one-year time frame. Options with allocations to infrastructure and property have also performed well. These asset classes benefited as investors continued to search for stable return streams over long time horizons. ESSSuper's lower risk investment options have also performed as expected, delivering lower returns in a more stable manner. Investment performance over the past 5 years, shown in the orange columns, highlight a similar theme. MIC options with a higher allocation to shares have all delivered strong performance. Pleasingly, we have also seen MIC options benefit from diversification across investments, such as bonds, multi-asset strategies, and alternative strategies. The value of diversification has been particularly evident during bouts of market volatility. We remain focused on diversification to ensure our members are not overly exposed to any one market or country. It's important to remember that superannuation investing is primarily designed with a long-term time horizon, and switching between investment options based on short-term returns can materially impact the performance of your superannuation balance over the long term. ESSSuper will continue to manage the fund's investments to deliver optimal retirement outcomes for our members, and we look forward to presenting to you all again soon.